Hello, everyone. Ben Williams here from Old Tin Cup Habitat Restoration Enhancement, and welcome back to this week's Land Management A to Z for Whitetails in Between. Now, today we have a letter J, which is usually kind of a very hard letter to do. Usually we did Jawbone with the last time I tried to do this series with Tyler, but we're going to do the letter J as in join, and we're going to try to join these two types of management on this piece of property. So you can get mixed results depending on what your goals are, and there's not a lot of clear communication. So I think breaking it down with this client tomorrow is going to be the key to helping him understand this and how we can join these two plans in some aspects, and the rest of them, we're going to have to throw it out the window, or completely abandon that part of the plan. But joining it to accomplish his goals, it sounds good that the state might give you a lot of money or something like that, and there's a lot of cases where that's very beneficial. But it just depends on your goals as a landowner, trying to join these two forestry type managements versus a wildlife and recreational hunting type management. But we're going to try to find the balance in joining this together. We're going to look at the map really quick, describe what's some good things about it and some bad things. And then tomorrow, when we got boots on the ground, we're going to be the judge of that ourselves, another J word, and we're going to try to join these plans together. So let's look at these maps real quick for you guys. So, and the reason these are hand-drawn is my printer decided to crap the bed on me. So, what we have is a 70-acre parcel here. Old road bed goes right up through the center of the property and onto existing properties. So we're going to see what the status is of that. I'm told it's an old road bed, gravel base, right up through the center of it. So naturally, with the way the forestry plan lays out, they wanted to extend the new roadway off of that road bed. Makes a lot of sense. The problem with that is you can't have any natural, undisturbed flow of deer movement with your access trails going all up through the center of this. So that's going to create a lot of issues right off the bat. So trying to draw some of the positives and negatives with this. What's really nice is they've laid out the 4 different stand types on this property, which is really good. You see this a lot on forestry maps. It's very well done. It's been inventoried very well by a forestry company, a local forestry company down there. He's got his 2 food plots that he's been identified already on the property. So that's good. This is out. This is a different property owner that owns this parcel right here. So this is reforesting acreage down here. And this is where I'm kind of drawing a huge question mark about the way this plan is going to be put in going forward and why it's done this way. This is going to be part of the biggest cost to him as a landowner, the planting to reforest this area at the recommended 800 stems in the management plan per acre. These are 4-acre blocks individually, both A and B, at 800 stems per acre, tubed and treed. You're looking at upwards of $36,000 for those 2 in tubes and trees at $5 a tree roughly, is what I about figured that out to. So $30,000+ just in trees and tubes, not counting labor. That's just putting them in the ground with tubes as described in the plan, not counting all the TSI work on the rest of the property. So cost sharing does sound really good, but when you start breaking it down, if it's 80% covered by the state or whatnot, or supplemented covered, you might get some cheap tubes, which is not the answer. It's going to be a lot of issues. Some varietals that aren't beneficial in any way other than for timber production rather than wildlife production. So we're going to break this down, and we're going to get more in depth with it with the client tomorrow and explain a lot of this. But this is where we're starting tomorrow, right here. Keeping the stands identified because we have good data on those, what the species breakdown is, the DBH, the basal area of those stands, all that nice forestry terminology that I like to see. Where you have the existing road, obviously, right up through the center of the property. But what I foresee a lot of stuff happening is going around and setting up these access roads if we do continue some layout of this forestry plan, and then access little finger trails in off the edges of the outer perimeter trails. That way this can whole figure 8 movement, like I like to call it, on this property all the time. Very secure, undisturbed deer, and basically the whole property hunts like a sanctuary because the deer don't know they're being hunted. So that's how we're going to try to join these 2 plans tomorrow and try to find a balance between the 2 by joining those together. So I'm going to get back to getting this finalized, getting the rest of my bags packed. Chainsaws are already outside, ready to go in the back of the truck. Need to give them a how-to for chainsawing as well tomorrow. So big full day coming up down there in New York State. We're going down Chenango County area. So it should be a good time, guys. Thanks for tuning in this video. If you liked it, give us that thumbs up. I can't thank everyone enough for all the support and the views on this. Let us know in the comments below if you like this video. I appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to get all of our updates. And don't forget to share it around to your friends and family or pages on Facebook, whatever it might be. Help me get the word out there for this page and help me help more landowners and land managers on their property. So thanks everyone for tuning in again. I'm Ben Williams from Old Tin Cup. And I'll see y'all next time here in the field or here in the office with letter J, and we're using join. Take care, guys.